Hey guys, welcome back to our channel.
Today we're doing another Hot Faith video.
We're your hosts, Lydia and Zeke, and today we're interviewing your old host, our dad.
Do I say welcome? What do I do?
So,
I guess so.
Let's get started on the first
Yeah,
wing. Our first wing was made by some very nice church people.
Kenya, the Kenyas.
Yeah, the Kenyas.
Mhm.
And
It's this nice yellow color.
Yeah.
Not intimidating at all.
a lot of people like it. So a lot of people are confused on where it should be in the spectrum. So,
Also true. Okay, let's go in for our first bite. Our first question. What was faith like in the family you grew up in?
Ooh, starting off tough.
Yeah.
So I grew up in a home where we went to church about every Sunday. We were always late about every Sunday.
Still true to this day.
It's been I haven't been able to break out of it yet.
Yeah.
Sometimes, I guess when I was in high school, we went to midweek services and youth group as much as we could. But other than that, like my parents weren't really involved in Bible studies at the church or like worship team or soundboard or any committees really. Like a lot of the stuff that you guys sort of off to all the time. And my mom cared a lot about her faith, and my dad was pretty supportive of that. And so I grew up in that kind of a context and environment. And then, there's the pop culture influence there of the Christian pop culture, not like secular music. But in the 90s, when I was in youth group, there was definitely like a strong Christian culture that had its influences. We'll say it that way.
All
Good
right.
enough answer?
I think so.
I guess
Okay.
so.
Sounds
That
pretty good.
means it's time to move to our next sauce, a very nice scorpion-based sauce.
Garlic. Okay. You ready for this?
Okay, so are you ready for this?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay.
How are you guys holding up?
I think this is about the time I started crying last time.
Yeah, we're turning off the
I think
deep
I'd
end.
agree. But not to get too distracted, when did your faith really become your own?
My faith is continually a daily choice, a weekly choice of making sure it's my own. And like not giving up when I want to. When I'm just having a terrible day, But part of that culture in the 90s was, like in the churches I was in, was like you needed to have that specific moment where you accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior, and that time it was in the nature of an altar call. So there were a lot of altar calls. When I was a child, I went up and accepted Jesus as my Savior. When I did the same thing when I was a teenager, probably a couple times. I don't know. Everybody words it a little differently, and then there's a lot of emotion in the room, and you feel convicted, and so you go forward and have this spiritual moment. But really, it's after you leave, when you're all by yourself, that's when the test is your faith really your own comes. And oftentimes it's a different answer. Like sometimes it's 100%, 110%, sometimes it's a 60%, and other times it's like a 30%, and you're like, I don't know how I'm going to get through this day.
Yeah.
But God still has grace with you and helps you to see tomorrow. And so I think 30% still counts because you're not giving up yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good
I
answer.
answered that
Great
question a lot.
answer.
Yep. Sorry.
This might be a long video.
I know.
That's okay. We're learning about our interviewer.
Yeah.
It makes the
It's
suffering longer.
The man, the mystery, the legend.
Not a mystery. Not a mystery for long.
Not a mystery for long. Okay. Okay, I think we're ready for our next hot wing.
Okay. Endorphin rush.
Endorphin rush.
Yay.
The
Boy, do I
endorphins
love
are
endorphins.
rushy.
And I gotta say, I'm really impressed you guys are eating the entire piece of chicken this week.
It may not last for long.
Yeah, it's not.
For a second, I wondered if I got the bomb on it, but that was Endorphin Rush. It just,
I've never really liked the flavor of Endorphin Rush.
I think it's better than the last one.
I think I'd agree.
Okay,
my
I think
sinuses
it's
are
my
clear.
turn.
Okay, well,
Alright, so talk about your growing up your faith. But how did your faith change your life?
So there were some times where I really did want to give up and like walk away from my faith. But in the church community, my friends checked in on me. And sometimes it'd be like radio silence for a month or two, and then out of the blue they'd pop over for a visit. And that was a really encouraging moment.
Yeah.
Sometimes someone from church would stop by or invite me over for a meal or something. And it's just moments like those that let you know that you're not alone. And that really kept me on my faith journey and helped me to not step away from it. But, you know, there's always the part of us that asks, what if? And I think, like, I really get caught up in that a lot. I think, well, what if I didn't go to a Christian school? What if I didn't be involved in church as much? But I kind of think that's somewhat vain. Like, it's irrelevant, because I didn't make those choices, and I'm not in that place. I'm here now. And I should be paying attention to where I am now and the people that I'm with now, and not letting my mind wander. So I think my faith has made my life better. You know, it's a lot of people have testified that it's helped them not make bad decisions, and I think that's true.
Well, I noticed you said something about like people checking in on you, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna check in on you right now and say,
Uh-huh.
do you need to like wipe off your head or something?
Oh,
It wouldn't be a Hot Ones video if Nick didn't wipe his head.
yes. Okay, I didn't even realize it. So used to it. But you're right.
That tolerance is really coming in handy right now, isn't
Yeah.
it? As you can tell, me and Zeke have not been building up our tolerances.
No.
Alright. Next wing,
What do we got?
we got
The bomb.
This is the bomb?
This
Yeah,
is the bomb.
This is the bomb.
We have-
Something that, as I know, it's very famous, and
The bomb.
everyone who's had it has always had great reviews. They've always been like,
Oh,
wow,
yeah.
this is actually really delicious. I love the flavor complexity in this.
This tastes like the smidge of ground pepper I put on my mashed potatoes.
Ground pepper from hell.
Really new. Whose turn is it?
Mine.
Okay.
So, how's your faith growing right now in this moment? That's right.
Here comes the bomb. Yep. It's after you swallow. My mouth is salivating like crazy right now. Yep, I'm going in. So to piggyback off my last answer, those encouraging moments and the fellowship at church and working with people and learning with people, like, I think spiritual growth doesn't have to be in the little box of spiritualism. Like learning sound equipment and building maintenance and computer networking, learning how the plumbing is laid out here. Those have all been opportunities of spiritual growth for me. So,
Teaching patience and whatnot.
oh, thank you.
Ooh.
More apples.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's spiritual growth is not just in prayer and Bible study. It can be around a prayer walk, or maybe just a walk without a prayer. And just getting out and having that silence and time of reflection on your life, and just watching the dog enjoy being out and smelling everything.
Yep. Yeah.
God can use a lot of things to help you in your faith. And I think that's one of the things I've learned post-graduation from Bible classes
Yeah.
and all the spiritual disciplines and everything else.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta say, Dr. O, you might have to leave because he's eating so many apples. No doctor will be able to come within 50 miles of him.
So
Okay.
let me ask you this: are you fearing it already?
I'm doing okay. The bomb is starting to reside.
Well, good thing there's something to take its place. Next up, our next sauce is Fear This.
That was smooth, Zeke.
That was pretty smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy takes after his dad, natural interviewer. Okay. Zeke. Boo! Ah! Oh, I
Ready?
got it on my hand.
No.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Oh no! Oh no! I dropped it. Oh no!
Boy, Fear This after the bomb brings everything back to life.
It does.
Yeah, it's a little more intense.
There's flavor again.
Yeah, there's flavor, but
Not a lot of it, but. So, obviously us, but who are the people that help you grow in your faith?
you know those moments when you're taking the dog on a walk and the dog runs and like the leash jerks him back?
Mm-hmm.
Is that you?
Your mother has been a pivotal influence in my life. I'm teasing. I gotta throw punches where I can.
Yesterday was your anniversary.
Growing up, we had a children's pastor who, like, I was in youth group at the time, but during the summertime, he'd do an after-school program in the evenings, or some evening ministry in the summertime. It wasn't after school. I mean, it was like, I don't know, 6 o'clock or whatever. But I was pretty involved with that, and that kind of working in that, like being an assistant in that ministry and just helping kids to stay in their seats and, just give them some attention. I think that really kicked off my faith journey, I think. There were some hard times too that helped me grow in my faith. I didn't realize it at the time, but he was 16 years old I'd worked with him a lot in the youth group. We'd done some stuff outside of youth group, like activities and things. I really tried to come alongside him and kind of be a mentor for him as in the capacity that I was able to. He ended up committing suicide one night, and he was successful at it, but seeing like his family grieve, and his mother was just distraught. It turned her life upside down, and she expressed it the most outwardly. But you know that his dad and his sister were definitely struggling with it. I really got to see the faith community. I got to see how they worked and really supported that family, and that made an impression in my life. And at that point, I decided, like, I really needed to stick this out because moments like that really matter. But now, like, you know, when I interviewed the district superintendent, that was a fun, lighthearted time.
Mhm.
I'd never got to do anything like that before. Never seen a district superintendent or conference superintendent do anything like that before. So that was somebody who had an influence on my faith, even though I didn't realize it at the time.
Yeah. So, just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, here we are. The next one is The Last Stab, which is the last sauce on the original show. We're going to take it a step further today, but for now, this is The Last Stab.
Okay,
So,
doing it
very
straight?
hard.
Yeah, just doing it straight. That's why we have more.
I think so.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
straight
guess it
and then.
doesn't matter which one I grab. Ready? Oh, she get half of it. Here we go.
Hey, I got the sauce. That's all that matters. So, before it gets too hot, what do you hope to pass on to the next generation?
I sauce these very sparingly.
Thank you.
That's smart. It's okay to think outside the box. And when the culture says do this, when like you have to meet Jesus in this way, or you have to pray this way, or read the Bible this way, like it's okay to be outside of that box and explore your faith and, you know, read the Bible in a different manner. Or if you're upset, you can pray out of being upset. That's okay. God can handle it. Like, okay.
Okay.
So, for this next one, we're not just going to do The Last Stab. But we're gonna add a little bit of this, everyone's second favorite.
Oh, the dried habaneros.
Yeah, the dried habaneros. You're probably surprised that we're not doing the Carolina Reapers. Yeah. So we did it this way so that you wouldn't have to worry. Would you like to go first?
Absolutely. I knew that you had tricks up your sleeve.
Yeah. Of course we can.
It's a little dash.
Oh, come on, you can have more than that. I'll match you.
You'll match me.
I'll match you.
You have to eat the whole thing.
Alright, well, I'm matching him.
I'm not matching him. Just
Wow,
because
folks.
this was my idea, it doesn't mean I have it.
That's a lot, Lid.
I know I'm
There you
just
go.
sprinkling a little bit on. Oh, it's a little.
These guys, I knew they were going to try to kill me.
Oh, they're smelly.
They're very
I'm
smelly.
surprised I can smell.
That's a lot. That matches. Zeke, don't kill yourself. Okay, we're not out of the valley yet.
Quite.
Death,
almost.
here we come.
Here we come indeed.
You can almost see the light at the end of the tunnel. Almost.
Almost.
This is not as bad as Fear This.
Yeah, that's why I told you. I'll do
Yeah, it
it.
really isn't that bad.
You know?
I can't tell my
In
mom.
fact, I don't
You still find out? Okay. Our second to last question
Uh-huh.
is what have you learned from doing these interviews?
The So there's one thing that I've heard repeatedly, and that is the experience of not having a single moment where it's black and white of like, I got saved on this date at this time, and this is my moment. It's like I started here and I kind of gradually ended up at this point, and I'm really happy of where I am now. Like, as I look back, I can see that growth, and my faith is solid. It wasn't 0 to 60, and now I'm just cruising along happy through the rest of my life.
This next one's
Well, let's turn it up to the maximum.
So, are we doing the last dab and the last dash?
Yep.
Okay.
The last dash.
They are my kids, like I say. All right, grab
Do you
the
want to go first?
grab the sauce.
Yeah, I'm doing more of both.
We're doing both?
Yeah, last dab and last dash.
Oh, I thought you meant you already put it on. Okay.
No, I
Go
did
first.
put it on, but as in customary to the show,
Yeah.
they always add a little.
You always add a teeny bit more.
There's 3 more drops.
I'm not adding 3 more.
I want to know that 3 more.
Wow.
If the habanero is bad, imagine how bad the Carolina Reaper must be. I'll give you a hint. A lot worse.
You matching me again?
No.
Oh.
I mean, not on the. Well, I'll match you on the sauce.
Oh,
Oh, that's so much.
I only put 3 or 4 drops on it to begin with. So. Then I just added 3 more drops. That's good.
3.
I don't need to live.
Wow.
Okay, there you go. You should match me.
No.
Feeling it?
Take a guess.
Okay. We made it through the end of the Valley of the Shadow of Death.
Congratulations,
right.
I'm
guys.
feeling okay.
Prepare yourself
too.
for the last question.
Cheers.
You okay there, buddy?
I mean, I'm good enough to ask the last question.
Okay.
Is it mine? Is
No,
it
it's mine.
All right.
Well,
This
So,
is important. This
yeah,
is very.
this is probably like the most important question of all of
I
them.
have no
This
idea
is-
what's
yeah.
coming.
So, coming from the deepest hearts of
the
her
deepest
and me,
part of your soul.
Yeah.
Is
and we want your true, honest answer.
the most honest.
Be as thorough as you can be.
Mhm.
Who's your favorite child?
Oh my goodness.
Do you think he's gonna say Buzz?
That's, my first thought was the dog. Then I don't have the answer. The truth is,
He doesn't count.
The truth is, we're all special in our own ways.
Also doesn't count. We want a real answer.
can I say I
This
haven't
is-
decided yet?
No. You've had 14 years to decide.
See, you know how
This
the
is
seventh
the part
graders,
where he pretends to pass out from the hot sauce.
you know how the 7th graders at school can sometimes be annoying?
Uh-huh.
Last year you were in 7th grade and you were just like them.
Yeah, but that was last year. Also, she did that too. She did it first, actually.
Yes, there are times, when your sister outsmarts me and picks on me and, like, I fully deserve it. And that's really annoying that I get outsmarted. Like, so I think it goes back and forth between the 3 of you. And, like,
It's a third one, mom or Buzz?
Buzz. I'm mom's child. What are you talking about? Okay.
That's one smart dog.
He was a smart dog. He's a good dog. He
Dad, I think that was the best non-answer I've ever heard.
he helped me through college.
Yeah.
Your mom got to meet him.
Hey, that's
That was
that's the dog that
Yeah.
pulled our mom.
Yeah, that was Samson, and he's the reason I met your mom's. Went on that walk with me.
He's the reason Dad has any riz.
Good old dog.
The word of the year from somewhere. I forgot
Yeah.
where.
All right.
Okay.
Good
Well-
job, guys.
Good job.
Good job.
We can talk. That's good. Yeah.
Everybody's right.